Greetings and thanks for joining me today. We are going to learn about how to stretch with a stretch strap. My name is Dr. Jeanette DeWitt. I'm a doctor of physical therapy, a certified athletic trainer, a certified personal trainer, and a certified precision neuromuscular therapist. I also hold specializations in fitness nutrition, corrective exercise, and the exercise is medicine credential. The reason I like the stretch strap is it can help you simulate the effectiveness of a therapist stretching you. It's not the exact same thing, but it can give you the ability to stretch a little bit more aggressively within good parameters. And what are those good parameters? Well, holding your stretches for 30 seconds is ideal. Or if you are short on time, I like to say 3 good breaths where you are using diaphragmatic breathing and you're inhaling as your belly goes out, you're exhaling as your belly comes in. And it's a normal breathing pace. This helps the body to relax, and sometimes it is going to take you 20 to 30 seconds if you're really concentrating on that breathing technique. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to walk you through some upper body and some lower body stretching with this strap. So the first thing that we're going to do is look at the shoulders, specifically the triceps. So when you go to stretch this, you're going to put one hand in a loop. That's the nice thing about a stretching strap is you put one hand in the loop and you're going to kind of go behind you and then use your other hand to pull down. And depending on your flexibility will depend on how much of the strap you need to hold on to. So this is what that would look like. And as you are doing this, let me stand to the side. Let me stand to this side. You're going to be breathing. So when you inhale, the belly goes out, and then exhale, the belly comes in. I am pulling down on the strap. So I'm pulling towards the floor, and you should feel a stretch right in through this area. After you do 30 seconds, we're going to switch and do the other side. So again, you're going to feel the stretch in this area, your triceps region. You're going to pull down and breathe. So inhale, belly goes out. Exhale, belly goes in. And then you can give a little bit more of a tug towards the floor with your opposite hand that is holding the stretch and pulling down. Taking those deep breaths. After you do either 3 breaths or 20 to 30 seconds, then you can release the stretch. The next stretch that we're going to do is actually the opposite way. So this time we're going to put the strap behind you, and you want to try and increase your range of motion to touch your shoulder blade. So this time this arm is going to be pulling up. So let's take a look at how that looks. So you're pulling up. Once you feel a stretch in the shoulder that's behind your back, you can relax that arm so that you're pulling down again towards the floor. So let me walk you through that again. You're coming behind and pulling up to get the stretch. When you feel a nice gentle stretch, you can pull that arm and use your shoulder as a lever or for leverage and pull down again towards the floor. This is typically going to be more comfortable than if you would pull up to the ceiling. that is another version of it, and you're going to be stretching then more of that shoulder, and I have to really change my strap position that way. It's typically more comfortable to pull down across the shoulder and into the floor, just because this arm pulling up can get a little bit tired. Let's go ahead and do that again on the other side. So we're going to take the strap behind, loop your hand in, then use, did we do that? We did that side already. We're going this way. Sometimes you can get a little bit mixed up on the strap, but there we go. So you're going to loop this hand in. You're going to pull up. When you feel a stretch, bring it over your shoulder, and now pull down. You're going to breathe in, belly goes out, and then exhale, and belly comes in. Inhale, belly goes out. Exhale, belly goes in. 20 to 30 seconds or 3 deep breathing breaths using your diaphragm. The next shoulder stretch with the strap is going to be, I'll stay facing this way. You're going to pull out, then you're going to pull out. Arms are going to be back, and then you're going to pull back and down. Let me say that again. I'll do it from the side too. So you're going to pull out, and then you're going to pull out, and then you're going to pull back and down, and then you can look up so that you feel a stretch across your front of your arms and the biceps and across the front of the chest. I'm going to show you what it looks like from the back. So I pull out, then I pull out to the other side, which will even my arms out. Then I pull back and down, squeezing my shoulder blades together, and then I look up. And I'll do one more time facing you so you can see the front version. So it's out, out to the side, back and down. Inhale, belly goes out. Exhale, belly comes in. And you're going to feel a nice stretch across the chest and even along the arm, the front of the arm with the biceps. And maybe if you're tight and you do a lot of computer work, you might even feel it on the front side of your forearm. So that's going to take our shoulders, but now let's go ahead and work our lateral trunk. So we're going to bring our arms up. You can loop your hands if you would like to. The straps are great because you don't have to do a lot of gripping. You can have your hands like that. So if you have arthritis in your hands or you work a lot with your hands, I do recommend using these straps, keeping your fingers spread apart instead of gripping like the death grip on the strap, because that's just going to tighten you up, and we're trying to loosen you up and allow your muscles to relax. So if you find yourself tensing, then we want to keep the palms open, fingers spread apart, and on this one here, you're going to have your arms up. You're going to pull out to the side so that you feel a stretch there, and then you're just going to go over this way, and you're pulling towards the floor. And inhale, belly goes out. Exhale, belly goes in. Deep breath in, belly goes out. Exhale, belly goes in. And then inhale, bring your arms back up. Exhale, go to the other side. And you should feel that all along the outer side of your trunk. Inhale, belly goes out. Exhale, belly comes in. do one more. Inhale, belly goes out. Exhale, belly comes in. Inhale, bring your arms up, come out of it, and lower down. So that really gets the lateral trunk, your lats, as well as your arms. It opens things up. We're such a tight culture now with all of our technology, whether we're on the phone, on the laptop, or on a tablet, we're really forward. So we want to work on opening things up. And all of the stretches that I just demonstrated with you show you how to do that with a little bit of help from the strap. Now let's look at some leg stretches and some hip stretches. We're going to start with a hamstring stretch. So you're going to want to go ahead and either lay down on the floor, or if you're doing this in your bedroom and stretching, you can lay down on your bed. Where you see the label of the strap, you're going to choose one side of those, and you're going to put the ball of your foot right into the strap. Keep your opposite knee bent to start with, and then roll back down, and you're just going to straighten the leg. You're going to hang out here for 20 to 30 seconds or 3 breaths. So inhale, belly comes up or out. Exhale, belly draws in. Inhale, belly out. Exhale, belly in. One more. Inhale, belly out. Exhale, belly in. Okay, you're going to switch legs and do the same thing. So inhale, exhale. You should feel a stretch in the back of the thigh. Inhale, exhale. And I like to do this stretch with my toes pointing to my nose. That allows me also to get a little bit of a calf stretch. So play around with your toes pointing up to the ceiling or your toes pointing to your nose and see what you like best. It is a little bit more aggressive to do toes to nose because you get the hamstrings and the calf in that stretch. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is we're going to repeat that stretch, except this time you're going to bring the opposite leg down. Now, I want to preface this, if you have back symptoms and you put your leg down and then raise your leg up and your back starts to hurt, go back to doing it with the opposite knee bent. The other thing to remember is that when the opposite leg is straight, you may not be able to raise this stretching leg as high. You also want to make sure that you draw your navel into your spine to contract your transverse abdominis core muscles or abdominal muscles and keep your back flat against the floor. Play around with that position. Do you need to kind of tilt a little bit? Do you need to leave a little bit of space? Or can you be relaxed? Whatever is most comfortable for your back, that's what we want to do. Okay, so during that whole time, you should have been breathing. I'm going to switch legs. And now we'll go with this leg down. So I like to keep my back flat against the floor with my navel drawn into my spine. And then I can stretch and focus on breathing. Inhale, belly goes out. Exhale, belly comes in, and I contract my abs at the same time with my exhale. Try and keep this leg down. I noticed that mine was starting to pop up a little bit. And we'll do one more breath on this. Inhale, belly goes out. Exhale, belly's drawn in. Okay. Now, the next stretch, you could stay there, but I like to give each leg a break and alternate. So this time, I'm going to put my foot in the strap, and I'm going to rest my heel on the opposite leg. Now, when you do this stretch, it's really important to keep your toes up towards your knees. Don't let your foot completely relax. The reason is you want to have your toes up towards your knee so that the muscles are contracted and protecting the knee so that you're not twisting it. When you do this, toes are up towards the knee and what we call ankle dorsiflexion, where the toes are up. Then you're going to hold on to that strap and then take your other hand and support the knee. And then you're going to hold like this. Now, some of you may be more flexible than me and can bring your knee all the way up to your nose. I had a hard workout this morning, so I'm a little bit tighter than I normally would be. But you should feel this stretch right in through the gluteal region and your hip. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, belly out. Exhale, belly in. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Put the strap around. Toes are pointed up towards the knee. I'm putting my hand right in here. My opposite hand supporting my knee. And then I'm raising up. Again, you should feel that in the gluteal region. Inhale, belly out. Exhale, belly in. Inhale, belly out. Exhale, belly in. And release. When you go to get up, you want to roll to the side and come up this way. If you want to get a hip flexor stretch, you can start like this, and then you're going to put the loop. Sometimes it's easier to come around like that. This one gets a little bit complicated, so just be careful that you don't get all twisted. Okay. Now that I'm set, you do not want to be super forceful with this. So you're going to loop your strap over your shoulder and use your shoulder for leverage. Now when you do this, you want to keep your abdominals nice and contracted so you're supporting your back. And then the other thing you want to do is when you start to feel a stretch right across your hip and the front of your thigh, you want to stop. It's really imperative and important that you don't overdo on these stretches. So if you already feel a stretch like this, that might be it. You might not be doing any pulling other than maybe a little bit of overpressure on your strap. To get more of an effective stretch, you're going to pull down towards the floor and like this. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, belly out. Exhale, belly in. Inhale, belly out. Exhale, belly in. Now, be careful when you go to switch legs. Go ahead and come out of that stretch and then switch. And I'm going to face this way this time. This one's a little bit more complicated, so take the time to set it up properly. Okay, again, you're going to feel, if you feel a stretch already here, you may not need to do anything except give a little bit of overpressure. If you don't feel a stretch, then start to pull down so that your foot lifts off the ground, and then you can hold. This works your core, so keep your abdominals drawn in, navel to spine. If you need to have a little bit hand support, you can do that with the opposite leg by putting your hand on the top of the thigh, or you can just use both hands to hold on to the strap. Inhale, belly out. Exhale, belly in. Inhale, belly out. Exhale, belly in. All right, then gradually release the strap. If you find that doing that stretch for your quads and your hip flexors is tough on your knees, you can put a pillow under your knees. So that'll give you a little bit more pressure, or release some of the pressure on the knee by having a softer surface. I hope that after you work with the strap, you see and feel the difference between using a strap to stretch versus not using a strap to stretch. I feel like I get a lot looser when I can use my hands to help with the assistance of the strap versus when I don't have a strap. If you don't currently have a strap, go ahead and check out the comments and the description below in this video, because there will be a link on the strap that I'm using in this video. If you have other comments, or if you have other videos and questions that you would like me to create for you, go ahead and put those in the comments below as well, and I will try to accommodate you. Go ahead and look at my information and below. If you have questions, want to reach out directly to me, just say hi. That's what it'll say in the description below. And I'm happy to have a conversation with you and answer your questions. I hope you find this helpful. I hope you find this valuable. And if you do, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and share it out with your friends as well. Thanks a lot, and I thank you for joining me today.